In this video, we are going to learn all the basic Git commands given in this document. For that, first of all, we need to download Git. I have already created a video on how to download Git in Windows. I will provide the link in the description. So let's get started. For that, first of all, I'm going to create a folder in our desktop. Right click, new folder. I'm going to give the name learn Git. Now I will open the folder. The folder is empty. I'm going to right click here and click on show more option. Now we can see open git bash here. This thing we can see only after downloading Git. So click on open git bash here. Click on that. Once we click on that, we will get a git bash window. So I'm going to keep the git bash window on the right hand side and the folder on the left hand side. Let's increase the size of the font by clicking on Ctrl and plus icon. Okay. Now the green color is my laptop name. Now this is a 64-bit Windows laptop, and in yellow color, this is the path of our folder. We have created a folder learn git in desktop. Okay. Now I am going to type a basic git command git status and click on enter. So what is going to happen? Oops, this is not a Git repository. I'm getting a message like this. So how can we make this folder as a Git repository? Repository, the word meaning is folder itself. How can we make our folder a Git repository? How can we do that? For that, a command is there in Git, that is git init for initialization. Git init. Click on enter. Now we initialized our Git repository and we can see a .git folder that is generated by our Git. Now we are going to type the git status. See the difference. Now we are not getting any error message. We are getting the message as on branch master, no commit, nothing to commit. I will explain what is this branch commit and all in the coming session. And now for clearing this git bash window, we need to click Ctrl and L button. So we have learned two basic git commands, git init and git status. Every commands will be given in this document with example. Now, before going to learn the next git command, I am going to show you how these git commands work. You can see the .git folder here, and I am going to go to the PPT and I will show you how git commands work. So we have created a folder, that is our working directory. Then we have staging area, which we cannot see. After that, we have local repository or our .git folder, which we generated using git init command. So there are three areas: working directory, staging area, and local repository. Suppose we create a file in working directory and we need to add the file to staging area. For that, we need to write the command git add. So the file will move from working directory to staging area. Now, if you want to move the file to local repository, I need to write the command git commit. So the file will move from staging area to local repository. So in order to move the file from working directory to local repository, I need to type two commands, git add and git commit. Now let's go back to the folder and create a new file. Right click, new text document. And I'm going to give the name first file. Now, if I check the status of our folder, git status, I can see the file name in red color. And Git is telling us that use git add, then the file name to add the file. So I'm going to write git add, then the name of the file. Now I click on enter and I'm going to check the status of our folder again. So I will be typing git status. And here we can see the red color changes to green color. That means our file moved to the staging area. Now I'm going to type git commit. So every time if you are going to type the command git commit, you need to give a message. For giving message, I'm going to write -m. Then every message should be in double quotes. So what I did here, I added first file. So I'm going to give the message added first file in master. Master is our branch. I will teach you what is master and all. Then I give the message and I'm going to click on enter. See, now we can see a unique commit hash D1C1DFE. That is a commit hash. For every commit, there will be a unique hash ID. Now, if I'm going to type git status, I can see the working tree is clean. So Git is behaving like a tree. The main branch is called the master branch. Initially, when we add a file, we will do a commit. So a first commit will be generated. So for every commit, there will be a unique hash code also. So whenever we are doing a commit, we will be doing it on the master branch. When we add a file, we will do a commit and that commit will be done on the master branch. Now I'm going to clear the window by Control L. Then I'm going to create a new file, new, then text document. I'm going to give the name second file. Now if I want to add the file to staging area, I need to type git add, then the file name. I don't want to type the entire name. I can type 2 letters and click on tab key. Then click on enter. So now I move the file to staging area. Then I will type git commit. Then I need to give a message. For that I will type -m. Message should be in double inverted comma. I need to type added second file in master. Then I will click on enter. So we can see a commit hash also generated 3addb6. That is a commit hash. Now if I type the command git log, I can see the entire details till now, what all things we did. That is the commit hash. This is a 40-letter unique hash code value. Then who did the commit? My author, the name of the person who did the commit, his mail ID, the commit message, date, everything we can see by typing the command git log. So this is the second commit and the below one is the first commit. So we can see the ender details. Now if I type the command git log, then hyphen hyphen one line or one line. See the difference. See, now I can see the output in a structured way with only commit hash 7 letters and the commit message. So git log one line is the command used to see the log in a structured way. Okay, now we have learned the basic commands such as git init, git status, git add. We know how to add a file. Now we are going to learn how to remove a file. Suppose think that I'm going to type the command git log one line, and you know what is going to happen if I type this command. We will get the commit hash and also the commit message. Okay, here we can see the second file. I'm going to remove second file. For that, I'm going to type the command git rm for removing. Then the name of the file. Write few letters and click on tab key. Enter. See, now the file has been removed from our working directory. Now, if I'm going to check git status, I can see in green color the file is deleted. Don't think that our job ends here. After this, we need to do a commit so that our local repository will get informed that our file is deleted. So do a commit, git commit, then -m for message and give the message. We have deleted second file. Then click on enter. Thus, we deleted the second file. So always keep in mind that after deleting or removing a file, do a commit so that local repository will get informed. Okay. Now suppose think that I'm going to clear this git bash window by clicking on Ctrl and L. Suppose think that I have added a file to staging area. I haven't committed the file yet. I have just added to the staging area. I need to remove that file. How will I do that? Okay, I'm going to create a new file, new text document. I'm going to give it as third file name. Then if I want to add to the staging area, I need to type git add, then the file name. Okay. Now, if I am going to check the status, I can see the file name in green color. That means file is in the staging area. I need to remove that file from staging area. For that, I am typing git rm. With that, I need to type cached in order to remove from the staging area. Then give the file name. Click on enter. Now, when you type git status, you can see that the file name in red color. That means the file now moved from staging area or removed from the staging area. So for removing file, committed file, we will just type rm. For removing file from staging area, we need to type rm and cached. Okay, so that we learned git rm for removing the file. We already learned git commit. Now we can learn the next command, that is git commit amend. First of all, let us check the log by typing git log one line. Click on enter. And these are the latest 3 commit. And on the third commit, there is an error. See, second file spelling mistake is there. So is there any way to edit the message that is already committed? Yes, there is a way by typing git commit hyphen hyphen amend. Amend. Then click on enter. Now a default text editor will be opened. Vim editor is the default text editor here, and you can't directly type here. For that, you need to notice couple of things. First of all, move the arrow key, then go back at the end, then click on insert for inserting something. Now we can click on backspace and all. Now we will be able to edit the message. So I typed second file, then I can type in master branch. Okay, now we have edited the commit message. Now click on escape key, and we have written something here. So write colon W. After that, click on enter. Now if you want to quit from the window, then colon Q. Now click on enter. So we have moved out from the Vim editor and we did the edit here. So deleted second file now. So when we type the log now, we can see we edited the commit message, deleted second file in master. Earlier it was deleted second file. D was not there, the third commit, right? Now the same third commit we edited the commit message using git commit amend. So if you are going to the document, we can see a Vim editor will be opened and these are the keys. So if you are writing something, you need to type, if I come down, we can see if you are writing something, colon W to save the changes, then colon Q to quit from the window, and colon WQ that will do both save and quit, and colon Q exclamatory quit without force quit. Okay, suppose we can edit the message, the latest commit, and also we can add something to the commit also, add a new file to the commit also, to the latest commit. For example, if I check git log one line, we can see that these are the latest 3 commit, and on the last commit I need to add a file. Okay, if I check git status, there is a file, third file. First of all we need to add that file to the staging area. For that I will use git add, then the file name. Now the file moved to the staging area. Now if I type git commit m and a message, that will be a new commit. I don't want that. I want the file to be added to the last previous commit. So I will type amend. Then I don't want to open Vim editor. I can type directly the message here by typing -m. Then in double quotes, give the message. Third file also uploading. Now when I click on enter, see, if I'm checking the log now, see, there are only 3 commits, and on the third commit, we added the third file. That means on the latest commit, we can edit either the commit message or also we can add some files to it. For that purpose, we are using git commit and amend. You need to note one more thing. Never use git commit amend for already committed file to the GitHub repository. Okay. Now we can learn the next command, that is git log. I have already showed you some of example of git log. Git log one line I have already shown you. What is the feature of, or what is the advantage of using git log one line, where we can see only the 7 letters of the commit hash and also the commit message. Similarly, git log has more other features also. For one such feature is git log graph. If I'm going to the terminal and if I'm going to type git log, okay, first of all let us type git log. See, git log will show you the entire thing. Git log one line will show you just the commit message and also the commit hash. Now if I go to clear the window and I'm going to type git log graph, it will show you the graphical representation. Like you can see a linear red color graph, right? When we learn about branching and all, I will show you how the graph will get diverged. So at that time I will show you the diverged graph and all. Now git log graph is one such feature. After that we can type git log, then author. Author is also one other feature where we can get the commits that has been done by a particular author. In this video I am committing, right? So if I'm going to type git log and author, smart engineer is the name, my name. So if I'm going to give that, it will return the commits that has been done by smart engineer alone. If I am going to work on a public repository, many people will be committing, right? So based on author, we can filter it out. See, smart engineer, only the commits that has been done by smart engineer will be shown there. Similarly, there are a lot of other features like since, until, grub, that means regular expression. Since means from which date you committed, that date you can give. Until means up to till what date you committed. Then grub is a regular expression. Like suppose if you are giving in the commit message bug fix, then we will get the commits which is having bug fix as the message. So that is one very important feature. Git log and grep. Grep represents regular expression. So the commits that has been only bug fix will be there in the output. If I'm going to show you one example, if I come down, I will show you. See, this is one such example. If I'm giving regular expression as bug fix, then only the commits having bug fix will be the output. Now we are going to learn git reset. Git reset and git revert are two most important commands in Git. You need to listen very carefully. Okay. So first of all, we can go back to the our working directory, and I'm going to create a new file here. So right click, new. I'm going to create a Word document. I'm going to give the name first Word doc. Then I'm going to add this file. So I'm going to type git add, then the file name. Okay, in git add there are a couple more features. Like suppose if I am adding, okay, if I want to add the file, I will give the file name. Suppose if I am going to create a new file, then I will create a new file, second Word doc. And what will I do? I need to give the name of my second file. Suppose think that I have 10 files like this. Can I add the names like this each time? No. For adding multiple files, there is one another option. That is git add hyphen hyphen all. That is one option. Then after that, git add hyphen capital A. Then one more option is there. That is git add, then put a dot. So these are the ways by which we can add multiple files. Now I'm going to commit the message. I'm going to give Word docs added. Click on enter. So the files have been added. Two Word docs added. Now if I'm going to check the log, git log one line, I can see the latest 4 commits, and on the 4th commit I have added Word docs file added. Now we have added the Word doc file, but my manager is telling me that Word docs files are not required for our project. We need to remove them. So is there any way to remove the commits that have been already committed? Or is there any way to reset? Yes, there is a way to reset to the previous position by typing git reset. Then you need to forcefully reset it. So we are typing hard, H-A-R-D. Then we need to give the position, to which position we need to reset. I'm going to move back to the third commit. So I'm going to copy the commit hash of third commit. For copying it is control insert, not control C. And for pasting, shift insert. So you need to give the commit hash to which commit hash we need to reset our project. Give the commit hash of that. The head will move back to that reset position. So I'm going to copy this third commit hash and I'm going to paste it here. Now look at the difference, okay, in the working directory. If I'm going to click on enter, you can see a magic. Oops, the Word doc files are removed. Successfully, the mission is completed. Now if I'm going to check the log, git log one line, see there are only 3 commits. Earlier there were 4 commit. The 4th commit we removed, or we changed the position of head to the 3rd commit, and we have lost our Word doc file. And always take a note, before using git reset you need to be very careful because you will lose your files. Now my manager, if he's going to come and tell me I need those Word doc file back, I will not be able to get it back. There is one more feature of git reset. For that I'm going to create a new Word document and I'm going to give the name sample doc. Now I'm going to clear the console by clicking on Ctrl L. Now if I want to add the file to staging area, I will type git add, then the name of the file. Now if I'm going to check the status, and I can see the file name in green color, that means our file has been added to the staging area. Now we can use git reset to remove the file from staging area, similar to git rm cached command. So if I am typing git reset now and click on enter, the file will be removed from the staging area. If I check the status now, see, we can see the file name in green color to red color. That means the file has been removed from the staging area. The file will be there in the working directory, but it will be removed from the staging area. Now we can learn git reset soft. For that, first of all, we can check the status. And if you're checking the status, there is a sample doc file to be added. Git add, then add the file. Then we can commit it by giving git commit -m. Then I'm going to give the commit message. Click on enter. The file is committed now. Now if I'm going to check the log, one line. So there are 4 commit, and on the 4th commit we have added the sample doc. Now if I want to remove the commit but I don't want to remove the file from my working directory or staging area, at that time I can use git reset soft. I'm going to type git reset, then hyphen hyphen soft. Then to which position I need to move my head. I need to copy the commit hash of that and paste it there. Now look at the difference, okay? The working directory, the file will not go, but there will be a change. Click on enter. The head will move, but the file will not, we will not lose the file like we used hard. So now if you are checking, the file is still there in the working directory. And if you are checking the log now by typing one line, see there are only 3 commits. The fourth commit have been removed, but we haven't lost the file. So git reset soft can be used to remove the commit, but the file will not get lost. Now if I'm checking the status, see it is in green color. That means the file is there in the staging area and also in the working directory. Okay, now soft we have used, and if you are using hard, we will lose the file from everywhere, like even from the working directory and staging area. If you are using soft, okay, now what is advantage means if you are going to create a new file, this is a second Word doc file, and if I am going to add it, then I will commit it by typing git commit then hyphen m, then I will type the message Word docs added. Click on enter. See, now if I'm going to check the log, I can see on the fourth commit we have added 2 files now. So I did a edit to the previous commit, right? I removed the commit and I updated the commit with 2 files. So this is like git commit amend also. What git commit amend will do is that it will edit the latest commit. Whereas git reset soft will do is that it will move the head to the position that we have given, and from there we can do any changes. If you want to add files, we can add that, and like that kind of things we can do. So git reset we have hard, then soft, then git reset. We can also do git reset by the head position. For that, first of all, I will check the log, git log one line, and here we can see on the fourth commit we have added Word docs, right? So I'm going to write git reset, then hard. Now we can give the head position, head, then tilt icon, then 1. If you are writing 1, then head will move 1 step down. If you are writing 2 there, then head will move 2 step down. So based on head position also we git reset. Now if I'm going to click on enter, see the word files are gone. So by head position also we will be able to do git reset. Always remember, whenever we are using git reset and hard option, we will lose the file. So keep a note of that. There is one more feature of git reset or one more note that you need to take. That is for showing that I will create a new file, a new text or Word document, and I am going to give the name first Word doc. Then I'm going to add the file by typing git add then dot or the file name, anything you can use. Then I will type git commit message added first doc. Then I will check the log and I can see in the fourth commit we have added first doc. Then I'm going to create one more file, new text document, and that is my fourth text file. I'm going to give the name. Then if you move the up arrow key, then I can see the latest commands that we write. Then I can use that. Then I am going to do the same. I'm going to edit the message. This is my fourth file, right? I'm going to give the name like that. Click on enter, clear the log. Then if I'm going to check the log now, see we have total 5 commits, right? Now if I'm going to type git reset hard, then if I'm going to give the second commit hash, okay, note this. Whatever things is there above that commit, we will lose that, okay? So if I'm going to give the third commit hash, whatever things we have did above that, we will lose all the files that we have added above that commit. So not that thing. So if I'm using git reset hard, then if I'm typing the commit hash and clicking on enter, see the files are lost. Word doc and fork file have been removed. So whatever things we are doing above the commit, we will lose that if you are using git reset hard. That is one most important thing. If you want to remove files after a commit, we can use git reset hard. So now we are going to see the advantage of git revert. If my manager is telling me that I need those word files back, I can use git revert. And if I'm going to show you the advantage of git revert by typing git log oneline, and these are the latest 3 commit. I'm going to create a new file, new Word document. I'm going to give the name as first Word doc, and I'm going to add that. Then I will commit it by giving the commit message, that is first Word doc added. Then I'm clicking on enter, and if I'm going to check the log right now, I can see the latest commit Word doc added. Now my manager is coming me and telling me that remove the Word doc from the project. I don't want any Word doc there. So is there any way to remove that? Yes, there is a way, by using git revert and then copy the commit hash of the commit where we added the Word doc. Paste it there. In git reset, what we are doing is that we are moving the head position, right? We are moving the head position to the, and we are copying that commit hashes, right? To which commit hash we need to move. We are copying that. But in git revert case, we need to copy the commit hash where we added the file. Now the file is gone and Vim editor is opened, and I have already discussed how to do edit things in Vim editor. The yellow color text is the commit message. If you want, you can edit that, otherwise quit from there. Then if I'm going to check the log right now, and we can see there is a, there are total 5 commit. On the fourth commit we have added the Word doc. Then there is one more commit where we have removed or reverted the commit where which added the Word doc. So there is a new commit where we reverted the commit which added the Word doc. Now suppose my manager is coming me and telling me that I need that Word file back. So I can get it back by typing git revert, and we are going to copy the reverted commit hash, and we are going to click on enter. See, we got the Word doc file back. Okay, and if you want, you can edit the message there, otherwise quit from there. And if I'm going to check the log right now, or clear the window, and I'm going to check the log right now, see there are new commits coming up. Okay, we for reverted the commit, we got a new commit. Then we reverted the revert for getting the Word file back. Okay, so what git revert will do, it will preserve the history by adding a new commit. So each and every time a new commit will be there, and we will revert the file also. So this is a major difference between reset and revert. In reset case we will lose the file, but in revert case we can get the file back. Suppose we are adding a new file, an Excel file right now, and I will show you one more advantage of git revert. And if I'm going to add that, and if I'm going to commit it by typing Excel file added, then click on enter. Then I'm going to add one more file, new text document. This is my fifth text document, right? And I'm going to add it, then I'm going to commit it, then I'm going to give the message fifth file added. Click on enter. Now if I'm going to check the log right now, and now my manager is telling me that only remove the Word file. Okay, so the commit which added the Word file was that one. If I'm using git reset hard and copying this commit hash, I will lose everything on top of that commit, right? I will lose whatever commits I have did on top of that. I don't want that. I need only remove the Word doc file added. For that we can use git revert instead of git reset hard. So remove this. I'm going to type git revert and copy the commit hash which added the Word doc. So I'm going to paste it there, click on enter, and ta-da! The Vim editor opened and my Word doc file gone. If you want, you can edit the message, otherwise quit from there. Then I am going to check the log right now. See, there is a, the first doc added, that commit we reverted, and we can see on top there is a new commit which reverted the first Word doc added. In reset case, everything on top of that will be gone, but in revert case a new commit will be there which reverted the file. So that is the major difference between git reset and git revert. Revert will be having a history, so that we can get back the files. So this is the major importance between git reset and git revert. This is a most common asked interview question. And now we can learn git restore. For learning git restore, first of all, I will clear this command window. Then I am going to type, or I'm going to create a new file, new text document or Word document. Okay. Then I'm going to type restore doc, and I'm going to add that file. I will type git add. Then I can either type the name or I will type dot. Then I'm going to check the status here. See, if I check the status here, I can see in green color the file is added. and Git is telling me that use git restore staged then file to unstaged. That means to remove the file from staging area, we can use git restore. So if I'm going to type the command git restore then staged and the file name. So if I'm going to type that, I am going to type it now, git then restore then hyphen hyphen staged then the file name. I'm going to restore doc dot give the name of the file, then click on enter. And now if I'm going to check the status, and you can see the file name in red color, that means the file has been removed from the staging area. Now I will show you one more advantage of git restore. If I'm going to check the log right now, there are a lot of files, right? I'm going to reset it to the second position. It will be very hard for you to understand. For that, I'm going to reset hard. Then instead of giving the head, I'm going to give the second commit hash. So all the files on top of that will be gone. Okay, everything is gone now. And if I'm going to check the log right now, there are only two logs. Okay, two commits. Okay, everything is in neat way. Okay, there are two, three files. If I'm going to check the status, the third file is not added. It is there in the working directory, and there are two files. Now, if I'm going to open first file and I'm going to write, developer one is going to do some, or team lead is going to do some code changes, then save that, then close it. Now, if I'm going to check the status, there are two files. One is modified, and another one is our restore doc that need to be added. So there are two files. So we are going to add those two files. Either we can give the name, or if there are multiple files, we can do dot, click on dot, then click on enter. And I'm going to give the commit message git commit hyphen m. I did two things, right? First file modified, and then what I did, I modified and I also added the restore doc. Okay, two things I did here in this commit. Then I click on enter. I'm going to clear. Then I'm going to open the first file again. And now when developer one is going to do some changes, save that, then close it. So if the file is modified, we need to add it, right? Or we need to commit it. For that, I'm going to type git add. Instead of writing add and commit again, for modified files, we can do this thing in the same line by typing git commit hyphen a. Then we can also give the message. Okay. So don't want to do this thing at two times, like add and commit. Only for modified file, we can write this thing or we can do this two things, adding and committing in one line by typing git commit hyphen a hyphen m. Then what is the message? Developer one changes. Now I'm going to open this. I'm going to give developer two changes. Okay. And I'm going to save that. Then what I need to do? I need to commit it, right? So the same thing, developer two changes. Now I click on enter. Now, if I'm going to check my log, right now I can check my log. If I'm going to check my log, I can see there are first file added, then developer 1 made changes, developer 2 made changes. After developer 2's change, there are some bugs. Okay. So now I need to restore my file back to the way as team lead's code. So is there any way to restore the file to the commit? Okay, so that was the commit which in which the team loads code was there. So I need to restore my file to that commit. So I can type git restore, then I need to type hyphen hyphen source equal to then the commit hash to which commit I need to restore my file. Okay, copy the commit hash and paste it there. Then the file name, which file I need to restore. So I'm restoring my first file. Then if I click on enter, the file will be restored to the position as it was in that commit. So one slash came, unfortunately it came there. Then you click on open, see team lead code. The developer 1 and developer 2 code is gone. So we can use git restore to restore files to the commit we need. Okay, so that is one another way or another good advantage of git restore. So this is an example of git restore. Now we can learn the most important thing in Git, that is Git branching. First of all, we can check the log by typing git log one line. There are some comments. I'm going to remove the comments for making you understand. Okay, for making it easy for you. I have removed everything. Now if I'm going to check the log right now, git log one line, there are only two commits. Okay, then there are only two files. Okay. Now, if I'm going to type git branch and I can see that there is only one branch, that is my master branch in green color. If I want to create a new branch, I will type git branch, then the name of the new branch. That is, I'm going to create a developer branch. I'm going to type developer. Then I click on enter. Now, if I'm going to type git branch, there are two branches, master and developer. And actively we are on master branch. So git is like a tree, okay? So I showed you. If I'm going to show you, this is the main branch or master branch. We did some commit there. Then we are switching to developer branch, okay? Now, in order to switch to developer branch, we need to type one command. Currently, we are in master branch. Okay, in blue color, we can see we are in master branch. If you want to switch to um, developer branch, we need to type the command git checkout, then developer. Now we switch to developer branch. In blue color, we can see. Now we are in developer branch. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to add a new file in the developer branch. For that, I can use one command. First of all, I clear everything. And if I'm checking the branch in green color, I can see developer. That means I am currently in developer branch. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to add a new file here, new Word document. I'm going to give the name first Word doc. Then I'm going to add it here. Then I will commit it by giving a commit message. First file or first doc added in developer branch. Then I will click on enter. I'm going to add one more file, new Word doc. Then I'm going to give the name as second Word doc. Then again I'm going to add these files. I will type or click on the up arrow keys. Then I'm going to edit the message here. This is my second doc. Then I will click on enter. So currently, if I'm going to check the log of my developer branch by typing one line, see my head position. In master, I have only two files, first file and second file. In developer, I have four files, first file, second file, and there are two doc files, right? So if I'm going to check the branch and if I'm going back to the master branch, how will I go? I need to type git checkout, then name of my branch, and I'm clicking on enter. Now we are in master branch. See, there are only two files. The word docs are not there. So if I'm going to check the log right now in master branch, git log one line, and I can see the head is at the second commit, right? There are only two files. So this is master branch and this is developer branch. In developer branch, there are four files. In master branch, there are only two files. Now, suppose I need to merge the changes from developer branch to master branch. That means I need those files. Then I need to type git merge. I need to be in the master branch. I need to get changes from developer branch. Okay. So if I want to merge changes to my master branch, I need to be in the master branch. Then I will type git merge. Then from which branch I need changes, that branch name I will give here. So I will type developer. Then when I click on enter, I will be getting or it will merge the changes. So when I click on enter, fast forward merge is happening and here I can see my two Word docs. So if I'm going to check my log, I can see that my head position is both in master and developer because both are merged now. In both the branches, we have four files. Okay. Now, if I'm going to create one more branch, that is git branch test, and if I'm going to check the log here, we can see in test also, all the files are there. At that point, we are creating a new branch, right? So at that time, whatever files are there, that files will be there. If I want to remove or delete the branch, I can type git branch -d for deleting the branch. Now, if I check the branch, there are only two branches, developer and master. We deleted the test branch. Now, if I'm going to check my branches, present branches, I will type git branch. Then I will get the current branches, that is master and developer. Now, for switching to developer branch, we were using the command git checkout. But from Git 2.23 version onward, there is a new command, git switch, for switching to different branches. So to developer branch, I have switched right now. Now, if I'm using git switch, then -c, I can create and switch at the same time. Then I'm going to create and switch to the test branch. When I click on enter, now two things happened at the same time, switching and creating a branch. So that is one good advantage, right? So that is the advantage of git switch. The git checkout is a multi-purpose command. We can use it for two things. One is for switching branches and another one is for unstaging the files like git restore and all, for removing the files from staging area to the working directory. For that also we can use git checkout. So git checkout was a multi-purpose command. From Git 2.23 onwards, Git switch is used to switch branches and Git restore is used to restore file as a two commands, right? So instead of Git checkout, now we are using Git switch and Git restore. There are two type of Git merge, fast forward and recursive and ORT strategy. Then there is merge conflict. Now we are going to learn these three things: fast forward merge and the Git ORT strategy merge. For that, first of all, I can check the log right now. There are only two commits. Okay. Now I am going to create a new branch, that is git switch then -c. For creating the branch, I'm going to give the name of the branch as dev. Okay, now we are in developer branch. In developer branch, I'm going to create a new file, that is a Word document. I'm going to write first Word doc. I'm going to add that file and I'm going to commit it by giving the message first Word doc added, Word in developer branch. Okay, then I'm going to create one more file, second Word doc, and I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to add the file and I will commit the file. Add, then commit it by giving the name second Word in dev. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to my master branch. For that, I will use the command git switch to the master branch. Okay. In master branch, there are only two files. Now I need to merge the changes from developer branch to master branch. So I need to be in the master branch. Okay. Then git merge. Then I need to type the name of the branch. It is dev. So I'm going to type the name, then click on enter. Now we can see that this is a fast forward merge. Okay. The Word document are there. Now I will show you the difference of fast forward and also what is recursive or ORT strategy merge. For that, I will be deleting the developer branch and I'm going to check the log right now. And I'm going back to the position like it was. So I will reset it hard head and I will go back to the second commit. Now I'm going to teach you the difference. Okay. So now I'm going to create a developer branch. For that, I will type the command git switch. Then I will type create dev branch. Okay, the same process we are going to do as earlier. I'm going to create a new Word document and I'm going to give the name as first Word doc. Then I will add the file. Then I will commit the file in developer branch. Okay, I will add. Then I will commit. I will give the message as first Word in dev. Then I am going to create one more file, one more Word file. I will give the name as second Word doc. Then I will do the same thing. These things are same, right? Okay, I will add the file, then I will commit the file. I will rename it. It is second Word in dev branch. Click on enter. So till now it is same. Now we are going back to the master branch. Okay, for by typing git switch master, and here we are not going to merge right now. We are going to add a file in master branch. Okay, earlier we merged it here. So it was a fast forward merge. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to add a file in master branch. Create new Excel file I'm going to create. I'm going to write first Excel. Then I'm going to add the file. Then I will be committing it. Commit M first Excel in master. Okay, this one I am doing in master. So what now happened is that both of the branches diverged. If I'm checking the log or I'm writing git log all graph, this is the graphical representation. You can see there were two commits only. After two commit, we created a new branch. Then in the new branch, there are two commits. And also in our master branch, there is one commit. So our both the branches diverged. At that time, if I'm going to merge, if I'm going to clear this, and if I'm going to merge the changes from developer to master, okay, we need to be in the master branch for the merging. Now this is an ORT strategy merge. This is not a fast forward merge because both of our branches diverged. Because of that, this is an ORT strategy. If I'm checking the log right now, this is a head position. Master head, we have, there is a new commit also. If you are using ORT strategy or if it is ORT strategy merge, if both our branches diverge, then there will be a new commit. And the commit message will be given by Git itself. So that's what happened when we are doing ORT strategy, or when both the branches are diverged and when we are merging that, then it will be ORT strategy merge and Git will provide a new commit. Now for learning merge conflict, I'm going to delete the developer branch first. I will delete it and I'm going to reset my master branch also by hard option, hard reset. See, this is my initial position. I have only two files. Now I'm going to create developer branch again, switch C dev, then click on enter. Now I am in developer branch. I'm going to what I'm going to do right now, listen, okay? I'm going to open the first file, and now currently in developer branch, developer 1 is going to make changes in the first line of our first file. Okay, I made some changes, then saved it, close. I'm going to commit it. This is a already existing file. So if I'm going to check the status, the file is modified right now. So this is an existing file. I can do add and commit in the same line itself. So I'm going to write git commit hyphen a, then hyphen m, then I will give the message dev changes in first file. Now I'm going to switch back to my master branch. So I will git switch master. Currently I'm in master branch. Now in master branch also I'm going to open the same file, first file, and I'm going to edit in the same line, first line. So I'm going to write here team lead changes in first line. I'm going to save this, close this, and I'm going to commit this. This is a modified file, right? So two things we can do in the same line, commit and add, then I will give a message lead changes in first line, then click on enter. Now now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to merge my developer branch to my master branch. Okay, so git merge, then name of my developer branch dev, click on enter. So now will the merge will happen? No, there is a conflict. Merge conflict happened in first file. We need to fix that conflict manually, and we need to commit it. Okay, so we need to manually fix it because both developer and team lead changes changed in the first file. Okay, now when we open the file we can see some arrow keys with head, and this is the first line added by team lead, and after equal to that is the line or changes done by developer. So these developer and team lead need to sit in a Google Meet or something, manually resolve that. They need to select which changes we need, either developer change or team lead change. Only one we can select, the other things we need to remove. Click on backspace, then remove that. Now we manually resolve the conflict, save this. After saving we need to commit this, then only merge will happen. Okay, so I'm going to check the status, the file is modified, so I need to commit it. Git commit, then hyphen a, then hyphen m, then I will give the message merge conflict fixed by lead, right? Fixed by the lead fixed it, then click on enter. Now if I'm going to clear the console and if I'm going to check the graph, I will type log, then all, or one line. This is my all commits. See, merge conflict fixed. A new commit is there. And if I'm going to check the graph right now, if I'm going to check the graph, we can see after the second commit, we created a new branch. And in the new branch, we made some changes. That is in green color. And in the red color is the master branch. Now we merged the changes. Okay. For merge, there is a commit. So we resolved the conflict manually. This is how we resolve merge conflict. Now we are going to learn the next important thing, that is git rebase. For learning git rebase, I'm going to clear everything. I'm going to delete, first of all, I'm going to delete the developer branch, git branch, then hyphen D for deleting, then the name of the branch. Now I'm going to check the log of my master branch. I can see there are many commits. So I'm going to reset it, okay? For this thing I'm doing for understanding only, for making you understanding. So I'm going to reset and hard, then this is my second commit, okay? I will reset to that position. Then yeah, I did the reset. Now there are only two files. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to check the log. Yeah, there are only two commits and only two files. Now I'm going to create the developer branch. For that I will type git switch hyphen c, then dev. Now I created and switched to the developer branch. Okay. Now in developer branch I'm going to create a new Word document, and I'm going to give the name as first Word doc. Then I'm going to add that and commit it in the developer branch. Git add, then git commit m, first word in dev. Okay. Okay. Then I click on enter. Now I'm switching back to my master branch. Okay. And you need to note one thing, master branch is a branch that many people will work. Okay, developer branch will be a branch only few developers will be working. So in master branch always there will be changes. Okay, now I'm going to put one change or add one change. I'm going to create a new Excel file, first Excel, then I'm going to add that file, then I will commit that, git commit m, what I will give the message first, no, changes made in master branch. Okay, then I click on enter. Okay, now I'm switching back to my developer branch. Okay, not this thing. Okay. So in developer branch need to be updated with the master branch. In master branch, there will be lot of changes. So whenever we are working on developer branch, we need the updated master branch. For that purpose, we are using git rebase. Okay. So git rebase, and we need to give the base branch. Our base branch is master branch. So I'm going to write master, then click on enter. What will happen is that the Excel file that was created in the master branch will be merged. If I'm going to check the graph right now, git log one line, see, we added first file, second file, then a Word doc we added in the developer branch. Okay, after rebase, you can see the difference. Git rebase, then I'm typing master, then I click on enter, successfully rebased, and we got the Excel file. Now, if we are going to check the log, we can see after first and second file, it is not the Word file. It is the commit made by changes in master, that is the Excel file. Okay, if I'm going to show the graph, see, we got a linear graph. This is not a diverged graph. We did two commit. After the second commit, we did a commit in the developer branch. We added a Word doc, but that commit is not there. We got the commit of master branch, and on top of that, we got the commit of Word doc. That means a rebase happened here. Okay, I hope you understood. So rebase means it will change the base, and also for getting the updated master branch in developer branches, we are using git rebase. So rebase and git merge is another important interview question. For rebase, we will get a linear commit history or a linear graph, and for git merge, we will get a diverged graph. And for updated developer branch, we are using this git rebase. Now we are going to learn git squash. For learning git squash, first of all, we can go back to the working directory, and I am going to clear everything. And currently we are in developer branch, right? So we can, first of all, we can go back to the master branch by typing git switch master. So currently we are in master branch, and here we can check the log, git log one line, and there are only three commits. So I can use the git reset head position. So git reset hard, then head, then tilt one. So head position, so reset will be happening. Okay, now everything is clean. Only two commits are there, only two files are there. Now suppose think that there is a bug, okay, a bug came, and I'm going to create a new file for that text document, and I'm going to give the name as bug file. Okay, now I need to add this file and I need to commit that. So for that I will use git add, then for git commit -m bug file added, okay, or bug file. Now listen carefully, okay. So in the bug came, and developer one is going to try to fix that bug. So developer one tried bug fix. Now I'm going to save that. So this is a modified file, so I can add and commit in the same line. So git commit -a for adding and -m for giving the message. Developer one bug fix. Now I click on enter. Now developer one tried but failed. Now developer two is going to try. So developer two tried bug fix. I'm going to save that. Then I'm going to commit it. So I am going to add that and I'm going to commit it, and giving the message developer 2 bug fix. Okay, at that time also it doesn't work. Now the team lead is going to come and team lead is going to fix the bug. For that, I'm going to write team lead bug fix, save it, and I'm going to commit it. So for that, I will type git commit -a-m team lead bug fix. Okay. Now, if I'm going to check the log right now, git log one line, for the same bug file, there are different commits. Around four commits are there. So I can make this four commits into a single commit by using git squash. Okay. For that, I need to type git rebase. That is, this is also a rebase, but a specialty is there. This is a rebase, that is interactive rebase. For interactive rebase, we will type -i. Then we will type or paste the commit hash just before the bug came. So I'm going to paste that commit before the bug. So I'm going to paste it here and click on enter. Oops. Spelling mistake is there for rebase. So I'm going to write it again, git rebase, then -i for interactive rebase, then the commit hash just before the bug. Then click on enter. Yeah, our Vim editor will be opened. And here we can see couple of things. Pick, revert, edit, squash, and fix up. We are going to do squash. So we need to pick either of these files or commits. Then the remaining one we need to squash. and I already told you the keys for doing in Vim editor. So click on insert for editing, then click on backspace, and we can write squash. These three commits we are going to squash it. So I'm going to write squash for these three commits, and I can click on escape, then colon W for writing and colon Q for exiting from Vim editor. Then click on enter, and one more time Vim editor will open. Okay, if you're typing colon Q and entering, I will show you. See, Vim editor will open again. This Vim editor is for editing the commit message. Okay, if you're not typing anything, then bug file will be our default text message. Or if you want to edit something, click on insert, then type our commit message that we need, custom commit. Okay, so I'm going to type a commit message right now by clicking on insert, then I can type, and I can see the color difference. It is in yellow color, bug file fixed. So whatever there is in yellow color will be displayed as the commit message. So I don't want this entire thing. I'm going to remove these things right now. So I'm going to click on backspace, and yeah. So now I can click on escape, then I can click write W and Q for writing and quitting from Vim editor. Then when I click on enter, and now if I'm going to check the log right now, git log one line, I can see the difference. That is, there is only one commit. See, after the second commit, there is only one commit, that is bug file fixed. So git squash can be used for, if I'm going back to the document, and we can see after second file there are 4 different commit for the same bug fix. So 4 commits can be made. We can make that into a single commit by using git squash. Okay, so that is the advantage of git squash. The next thing that we are going to learn is git cherry pick. Git cherry pick is also one of the most commonly asked interview question. For that, first of all, we can check the branches here. I'm going to type git and branch. We have master and developer branch, so I'm going to delete the developer branch by typing git branch hyphen d dev. Oops, we got a message. Okay, we can forcefully delete it. Git branch hyphen d, capital D for forcefully deleting. Developer branch, yeah, deleted the developer branch. Now we are in master branch. Okay, there is only one branch, and that is our master branch. And now I'm going to create the developer branch, and I'm going to switch to developer branch. Two things we can do in the same line, git switch hyphen c. Now we are in developer branch, and I'm going to create a new Word document. I'm going to give the name as first Word doc. Listen carefully, okay? I created one Word doc in developer branch. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to commit it. I'm going to give a commit message first Word doc in dev branch, okay? Now I'm going to create an Excel file, new Excel file. I'm going to write first Excel file, and I'm going to add that, and I'm going to commit it. These things I'm doing in the developer branch. Excel in developer branch. Excel is important, okay? Excel in developer branch. Now again I'm going to add one more file, that is my second Word doc, new Word document, and I'm going to name it as second Word doc, and I'm going to write git add and git commit. I will write the message as second Word doc in dev. Okay, so in developer branch we did 3 commits. If I'm going to check the log right now in developer branch, I can see we did 3 commits there. First Word doc added, then we added one Excel file, then we added one second Word doc file. Now we are going back to the master branch, and there we are going to check the log. Okay, we can check the log there. We have only 3 files there, right? So 3 commits. Now, in master branch, I need changes from developer branch, but I don't need all changes. I need only the Excel file from the developer branch. So I can use git merge, then all changes will be there in my master branch. I don't want all changes. I need only the Excel change from developer branch. At that time, I can use git cherry pick, specifically picking a commit from one branch to another. For that, we can use git cherry pick, then the commit of the Excel file. So Excel file commit hash, copy that and paste it here. Copy the commit and paste it here. Now I can see the Excel file is there in my master branch. So for specifically picking a commit from developer branch to master branch, we can use git cherry pick. So now we need to learn couple more commands like git push, git pull, then git clone. Then we will be learning GitHub and Git. All those things we can learn in the next video.